Okay, so being incredibly daring, I don't know if it's daring or stupid, I tried to turn past the wormhole, and I almost did. It's just a little bit subtle, and there's a little bit left, and I can't be but just a few thousandths of an inch from the actual brass tube that I've inserted into the wood. So I'm stopping there. I'm just going to sand it, and hopefully I won't sand through. I have to be super close, but and I changed this profile, and I think I'm going to leave well enough alone. I can't cut my grooves now because I'm so close to the bushings. I could probably put tiny ones in, but it's just going to be a waste of time because I don't think it'll add that too much, add much to the character. So let's sand this and see if I can. Man, look at this. This was so pithy right here. It even blew up when it was turning. And my carbide tools are sharp, razor sharp. So uh, I bordered on having this explode, but it's old. Okay, sometimes accidents happen. I made a huge mistake. When I went the opposite direction with the alcohol to clean the grain, it stood up some of the old grain and kind of created like this little hairy appearance. Well, I thought I got smart, and I said, well, I'll just go back to the sandpaper and knock it down. I evidently didn't wait long enough, and the alcohol was destroying the sandpaper as I was sanding, and so some of the color from the sandpaper ended up into the open pores of the red oak. That's it's disappointing. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't take it out, and I can't go any deeper with the turning. So let's put the finish on this and hope it hides my screw up. Okay, anytime you seal anything with T-coil, T-coil is a penetrant. Like, it's not a top coat like a polyurethane or a CA glue or anything. So it stays in oil form, and for the first time you put it on, you flood it, wait 30 minutes, wipe it off. And then your second coat would be applied at that point, and you can wait another 15 minutes and then wipe it off. And then that's per the directions. So what I'm doing now, this is the second coat, and I'm just going to take it off. And this will harden and waterproof the wood and create just kind of this look I'm going for. I wasn't going to put CA glue on this. I had no intentions to. But this would be a good candidate for it, red oak, because the grain is open. These little areas that caught that the discoloration that came from the sanding paper that I used when I still had alcohol on it, and that wouldn't have happened probably if it had been white oak, because as we all know, I mean, whiskey barrels made it with white oak, and there's a reason for that. They don't have these open grain. You can actually blow air if you have straight grain white oak, red oak. If you have straight grain red oak, you can blow air through it because it's just like little straws that make up the grain on the inside of the open grain. You can't do that with white oak. So this would be a good candidate for CA glue or a top coat urethane or something that hardens on the top, on the surface. But I'm going to leave it like this. This is kind of a happy accident because it does make it look kind of old and weathered with discoloration that happened inside the grain. It was an accident and a total colossal disaster in my opinion, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's put this pen together. Oh, and for anyone that was curious about the wormhole that I turned into, it's just slightly there, and you have to hunt for it to find it. But it's kind of interesting because I am actually below, for anyone that's turned pins, I am below the bushings. I'm below the 7mm bushings that make up this slimline pin. I've never turned wood down that close to the actual tube insert before. Kind of give it a neat little little shape, little character right there.